Hello all, welcome to my another session, the JAQ stack, an acronym that I've given for the application stack that I've been working on for some time. It's simply Java, Angular, SQL, NoSQL application stack. And we can build websites and applications with this, and let's see how we can do that. A quick introduction about the organization of this presentation. I'll talk a little bit about the problem that we're trying to solve here, what the developer pain points are, and what are the problems that I've been observing over my development. Solution, obviously, how JAQ Stack can help us solve some of these problems, if not all, some of these or most of them. We'll also look at some tweaks, and I'll give you some tips on how we can speed up things with JAQ for your applications to perform better. And we'll also do a quick demo. A little bit about me. I work as a technical architect consultant at Adobe. This is my third year at Adobe, and I've been a Java developer for over 18 years, like since 2001. For that, after my college, I've been as a Java developer. I'm very passionate about technology. I do a lot of things. I keep developing, learning. Uh, Obviously, any developments that are coming up, especially more focused on the Java ecosystem. And I love to tell these stories. I write, talk, and present these. My experience, especially focused on developers. I've been a developer all these years, and I know there's some pain points. I know how hard it is to be a developer. So I try to simplify things, or at least tell my story that will help others to make things faster for them or learn some good things. You can always follow me. I love comments, suggestions, feedbacks on my Twitter handle, and I'll share this slides after the demo. And without further ado, let's get into the problem. So as a developer, as a web application developer, and I'm focusing more on the web application side because that's where I would say about 80% of the applications are being developed are mostly web-based applications. And when we are building a web application, and you all know HTML, CSS is a core part, Java is strong there, is very strong in the backend pace, but on the front end, the frameworks have advanced much further than what Java or JSPs and other things have been doing. And bringing, especially catching up with these technologies and bringing these technologies into Java ecosystem is always a big hassle. I mean, I've observed that one big problem. And when companies start building a lot of these applications using these modern applications, frameworks, and enabling and telling us to bring those into their existing legacy systems. Like, for example, they may have a big Java application. They want to like change their front end, bring some Angular or React or some Node.js application, but keep Java. So that is a big thing happening. And again, that's challenge for developers. Obviously, the changing of the UI becomes a lengthy process. And added to this, we have these new methodologies and types of ways of building applications. For example, functions and serverless, microservices. Of course, these are all good. These are all helping us to build apps better, faster. But they bring their own challenges with them. And on top of this, and when we look at a typical development process that we generally do, like, right, most of you may already know, we get these mockups from design teams. There is an approval process. They convert to HTML. We embed the scriptlets or code simples within this HTML. And if we use Spring kind of a framework, that kind of has an opinionated thing, like their entire application is converted, changed the way Spring understands it. Now you're building a Spring-based application rather than focusing on your core Java technologies. And when these core technologies change, you have to wait until Spring catches up with that. So there's a lot of tying up with these, which I do not like, and we don't need to. I mean, that's my main point of this entire presentation is we don't need to tie up to any one framework or a technology. And to summarize all these problems that I've been trying to tell you, identifying a platform, identifying the framework that enables us or enables developers to bring in all these into a Java ecosystem is often very hard, very tedious. It needs a lot of hand-holding, lot of code changes, code reviews. And if there are a lot of changes required to the website and the web app, there's again more work and there's more technical depth that keeps on building on top of it. And these modern frameworks are growing rapidly at a very fast pace, often replacing, they say they could replace backend Java and build completely with JavaScript, especially Node.js, which can be used to build these backends. Of course, it's not there yet, but that's how it's happening, and it's better we catch up with that. And I'm mostly very disappointed. Like whenever I see any try to see any example over the internet on the blogs, 90% of the examples I try to find are all Spring based. Of course, I'm not against Spring. Spring is a great framework. I've started my career on Spring, but Java Enterprise also has developed so much that we do not need Spring. We do not need any other frameworks. We can build on top of these existing technologies that will remove one level of learning curve for developers. So we can develop things faster. And that's the whole motive of this presentation as well. Using basic things that are provided or standard things that are provided by these language frameworks, we can build applications on top of it without learning something new. And this will help us to build apps in a much better and a faster way. So that's the summary of this problem and what JAQ is trying to solve. In our next session, let's see how to solve these, how JAQ enables us to solve all these problems. Thank you for your time. I wish, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me a tweet or a note. Thank you all.